Right to the morning after Tuesday's big primaries. Breaking news, votes are still being counted in Pennsylvania's Republican U.S. Senate race. Dr. Mehmet Oz leading by about 2,500 votes, followed by David McCormick and Kathy Barnett. The winner will face off with Democratic Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman. He walked away with more than half of the vote just days after suffering a stroke. Still very favored, and certainly the votes representing that. In North Carolina, Trump-backed GOP Senate candidate Ted Budd winning with nearly 59% of the state's votes. Budd will face off with Democrat Sherry Beasley in the fall. Also in North Carolina, Representative Madison Cawthorn, who was also endorsed by former President Trump, conceding to Chuck Edwards in the GOP primary for his district. Our Kelly Meyer has been following the races closely and is live in Langhorne, Pennsylvania with more. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning, Adrienne. Well, a wild and unexpected primary, and as you mentioned, it's still going. We had a Democratic candidate who won the party's nomination for the U.S. Senate while still in the hospital recovering from a surgery he had that day after suffering a minor stroke over the weekend. Hard to say we have had that happen before in a primary or at all. And then on the other side, the Republican race for U.S. Senate, we were out there at Dr. Mehmet Oz campaign election night headquarters, and I could tell you that room was quiet as they watched McCormick pulling ahead in the race. But as soon as they saw the change there, they were excited and clapping, and inside the room there we were watching. But that race still going on this morning.
TV personality Dr. Mehmet Oz holding out hope his name will be on the ballot this fall in a race that will determine the fate of the Senate.
We are such a critical part, a bellwether for the country, that when we win the battles here in Pennsylvania, it reflects on the entire country.
Dr. Oz endorsed by former President Donald Trump in a near tie with David McCormick, a former hedge fund manager.
We're going to win this campaign. And tomorrow, right now, we have tens of thousands of mail-in ballots that have not been counted.
A third challenger, Kathy Barnett, making big strides in recent weeks, sits several points behind the two. The three are fighting for retired Senator Pat Toomey's seat, one Democrats believe they can flip this November, with the help of Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman securing the Democratic nomination overnight, just hours after having surgery, having a pacemaker installed, days after suffering a minor stroke. On Tuesday, the progressive filling out an emergency absentee ballot from the hospital. At a rally, his wife priming supporters for what could be an ugly few months.
At heart, he's still that hardworking, scrappy, small-town mayor. He wants to know the people he's serving. He feels a responsibility to each and every one of them.
The primary is also a test of Trump's influence on the GOP. On that front, Tuesday was a mixed bag for the former president. Pennsylvania's Republican primary for governor, a strong showing for a Trump-endorsed candidate, with Doug Mastriano easily winning the nomination. Mastriano, who promotes lies about voter fraud in the 2020 election, had been leading in the polls well before the endorsement this weekend. He will face the state's Attorney General Josh Shapiro in the fall.
And Adrienne, a test of Trump's influence not only in Pennsylvania, but also in North Carolina. Passing the test, his endorsed candidate Ted Budd for the Republican U.S. Senate seat. Failing that test, embroiled candidate Madison Cawthorn, who faced a slew of controversies. Trump saying he deserved a second chance. Voters there saying he didn't. Adrienne.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.